The afternoon sun hung high above, pouring golden rays over a quiet suburban street. Suddenly, the calm was pierced by harsh laughter, not the innocent kind of children at play, but the cruel, cutting sound of mockery. On the cracked pavement, a teenage girl named Marissa fought to steady herself on her crutches. Living with cerebral palsy, she had endured whispers, stares, and cruel jokes all her life. But today was different. Today, the cruelty was physical. A group of older boys surrounded her, smirking like predators circling prey. With a sudden shove, one of them pushed her hard, sending her tumbling into the street. Her crutches clattered across the asphalt, and she lay sprawled on the hot ground, humiliated and shaken. The boys laughed louder. One kicked her crutch farther away. Another mocked her limp, pretending to stumble. Her throat tightened as tears filled her eyes, but she held them back. She had learned that showing pain only fueled their cruelty. For a moment, it felt as though the world had stopped, just her, broken on the street, and their laughter echoing around her. Then, the sound that changed everything arrived. At first, a faint rumble. Then louder. Engines. Deep, thunderous, commanding engines. Within seconds, a line of motorcycles turned the corner, chrome flashing in the sun. Their roar swallowed the laughter. The boys froze, their smirks fading as the bikers pulled up in formation. Jackets stitched with patches, heavy boots hitting pavement, tattooed arms, weathered faces. The infamous Hell's Angels had arrived. The Bullies' bravado evaporated instantly. No words were needed. The bikers' presence alone was enough. One by one, the boys backed away before fleeing altogether, their cruelty dissolving into fear. For the first time that day, Marissa wasn't surrounded by mockery, but by guardians. A tall biker with silver hair tied in a braid picked up her crutches and gently helped her stand. Another draped his leather vest around her shoulders, shielding her from the staring eyes around them. In their presence, she wasn't just a disabled girl who had been shoved to the ground. She was someone worth protecting. Neighbors peeked through their curtains. Cars slowed as passengers stared, some even recording. But what they captured wasn't cruelty anymore. It was compassion in its most unexpected form. And the story didn't end there. The bikers returned in the following weeks, not as a threat, but as protectors. They checked in on Marissa, sometimes escorting her family, and even raised funds for a customized wheelchair to give her more independence. For Marissa, the encounter changed everything. She began walking the school halls with her head higher. The bullies didn't dare bother her again. But more importantly, she had proof that she wasn't invisible, that strangers could choose kindness. Her story spread. People in the community began thinking twice before turning away from cruelty. Some even stepped in when before they might have stayed silent. Because kindness, when shown boldly, ripples outward. Marissa's story reminds us that real heroes don't always look like the ones in fairy tales. Sometimes they ride motorcycles, wear leather vests, and arrive just when hope seems lost. And sometimes, the roughest exteriors protect the kindest hearts. If this story touched you, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness Corner. Together, we can spread more reminders that even in a world full of cruelty, there are always those who will stand up for what's right. Do you believe kindness from strangers can change a life forever? Let us know in the comments. Because kindness doesn't just change moments, it changes the world.